Gold Antitrust Action Committee was formed in January of 1999 by a fellow named Chris Powell and myself to expose the manipulation of gold, the gold price, and silver too. GATA does a lot of things mainstream to accomplish what we set out to do. And you know, people sometimes have looked at us over the years as they call us tinfoil hat people and conspiracy nuts. And it's grating in a way because, if anything, we've been as establishment as anybody. We've been to Washington many times. I met with the Speaker of the House, Dennis Hastert, the head of the Joint Economic Committee, Spencer Backus, who's now got an important role in the Financial Committee of the United States. I went to see President Bush's best friend, Tom Craddock, at the State House in Washington. Got an email about what we had to say to the President Bush's private fax. Lawrence Lindsay, his economic advisor, got back to us. We've contacted countless numbers of politicians, written letters, been there. We have held 3 major conferences in South Africa, one in the Yukon, one in Washington. We have another coming one up in August at the Savoy Hotel. So if you put this all together, and we've attacked the Fed in the sense of just not attack them, but asked them to be more transparent, which they refuse to be in gold. So we've gone through that legal process. GATA has actually been very mainstream in how we've approached things. But the problem is right now, the shorts have hit the wall in keeping the price of silver down. They're still very heavily on the short side on the paper market, on futures contracts and other vehicles, but they don't have the physical silver anymore. You know, you hear reports of shortages all over the world. Eric Sprott of Sprott Asset Management is probably as visible and most highly regarded person in the industry today, in the institutional world. Been trying to pick up large amounts of silver from time to time and can't get it, or can't get delivered on time, and you hear this from everywhere. So again, GATA's been pounding the table, and whether it was lucky or not, the price of silver started to go after our appearance at the CFTC hearing. What we had to say and exposed at that hearing went viral on the internet. The big smart money knows what we know. And again, we've been talking about this price rise the last 6 months especially, and we talked about $50 silver, and we're just about there. And very few other people have been predicted this or explained why it would occur. We said not only would it happen, we said why. And so it's a pretty exciting time for the GATA camp and for those of us who believed in what we had to say.